Charity and philanthropy are very important parts of our everyday life, especially now when our country unfortunately is at war.
Surviving the war is easier and better, and there are more things that we do with charity and philanthropy, but there is a difference.
What is actually the difference between the two aspects of that?
In charity, nobody knows that you did it. It's anonymous. You help somebody and you just do it because you have a big heart and you don't announce it. In philanthropy, big organizations are part of the Global Sustainability Goals plan, and they do it, and everybody knows that this company is supporting this orphanage, that this person is doing this good, and it is making the world a better place.
They are sort of making a point of doing
Yes.
this. All right.
It's a statement. Philanthropy is a state of mind when you want to make this world a better place. And in Marriage by Natalie, we support both because our clients support Ukrainian projects, support projects of our charity organization that we support. We are Lions Club members.
And we are very proud of that. And we are very proud of our clients who actually help us organize so many things around.
And in this video, we will share what we do and how you can be part of it too. So let's go. Well, first of all, now with the war happening, you know, many families have left Ukraine, and families abroad were hosting temporarily relocated families and giving them food, helping them adjust.
And by the way, this is why we have so many lady clients who are actually staying not in Ukraine at the moment. They're still Ukrainian citizens, but because of the war, they left the country. That's what men ask me very often. How come there are so many of your clients abroad? This is the reason.
And it's a proof that women actually were ready to move
Yes.
out of Ukraine and live elsewhere. So women who come to us as our clients are ready for relocation. But let's go and talk more about charity. Hosting a family that is relocated. Supporting a family that is living in Ukraine, and I know such families. Just let me know how you can support this family, and I will tell you how. There is a family with 4 children. One of the children has big vision problems, and it's an official like handicapped certified person, and we are helping this family and this person to find solutions to cure the eyes. But family needs food, family needs support. So if you want to be part of that, let me know, and I will introduce you to this family, and we will make a better difference together. Well,
What else can we do to actually help?
lots. Ira, your son goes to school.
Yes, my son.
What do they do in
Oh
school?
my God! Of course, they have markets. They actually, not once or twice, like several times a year, they have the special markets where they sell sweets, cakes, chocolates, handmade, homemade stuff, and all the money goes to the army or to some projects or to some organizations who actually help. Exactly, that's charity. Of course, that's charity. That's what we teach our children to do since the early age.
And giving these values to children is part of our life, not only because of the war, but this is how we Ukrainian people live.
Even carols, when they sing carols during Christmas, all the money that they earn go to charity.
You don't ask children to do that. They are saying,
Yes.
of course, this money goes to help cure, support our fathers and husbands and brothers who
Yes,
are fighting
yes.
for our freedom.
Or who are in the hospitals or like any other ways. Yes.
Right. And there are now many charity auctions, many charity balls, many charity events where you can participate and, so to say, have fun and have a good time, enjoy fine dining, and do a good thing.
And do a good thing, yes.
One of such events is going to happen soon in London on the 13th of September. We are having an event, matchmaking event, dating with purpose and good heart. And in this event, we are going to fundraise for the projects of Kyiv Lions Club that we are members of.
That's right.
So let's talk more about things that you can do. Well, you can become a member of Cave Lions Club on distance. You don't have to be physically in Ukraine. You don't have to be physically helping or doing something, but you can be a distant member. Nowadays, the global system of Lions Clubs allows that.
Allows all those things, and how proud we are of our clients who actually help out and who actually are into charity and who are into helping Ukrainian people, not because we are poor or something is wrong, but because general of all the situation that is happening.
Recently, and Irina is the witness that all male clients that are coming to become
At some point, they support Ukraine. At some point, they are into charity, helping out Ukrainian soldiers, hospitals, children, orphanages, like different aspects of life. All of them incredible.
Yes.
Every time I ask a new man, what do you know about Ukraine? How come you want, all this thing happening? And he tells me, because I have this, I do that. I bring syringes, cars, or
I
stuff
do
like
surgeries
Exactly.
for soldiers and I help them save the limb. And that's amazing because you cannot be happily married to a Ukrainian woman and have great relations without loving
And
her.
staying ahead and staying away, away from all this situation.
You won't, because that won't last. If you just think that you can come and buy a woman and bring her like a bird in a gold cage, that's not the case. Go somewhere else and find some other woman. But if you want a real, sustainable, long-lasting relationships, you will be part of Ukrainian charity projects, live.
And you know what a lot of women do? After they get married to Western men, they actually become charitable. They organize events, making this awareness of Ukrainian situation more important. They actually organize like different parties, events, maybe some like religious holidays, making all the situation important and, so to say, popular. That's what happens when they marry a Western man.
And they fundraise for Ukraine and they make big, generous donations. We have good friends with Lions Club, a family with a Ukrainian woman, of course, a very beautiful, amazing Ukrainian woman, and a very proactive Italian man. And they are, as Lions, create a lot of projects that are helping us as Lions Club to move on and help those vulnerable people that we support.
That's what I would like to do. If I had to live abroad somewhere in the West, like in any of the Western countries, that's what I would like to do. I would organize events just to make Ukraine stand out.
Because that's life. So you would probably like to know more about Lions Club that we do. The Lions Club activities,
Yes,
things.
please. I'm sure a lot of men would be interested in getting more about that.
So now I am the president of Kyiv Lions Club. Ta-da!
Yes.
It's my second term. I was president before in 2019, and we did a lot of projects. We raised $4,000 for vein scope, where cancer children can having.
It's easier to get injections and stuff.
Yes.
All right.
We raised $20,000 in one of my events to buy craniotome that helps to do surgeries on the brain. And now we supported clinics and continue fundraising for that project because we need parts now. It wears out. We've raised great amounts for vulnerable society. So what do we do in Lions Club? As president, of course, I can share. Number one, we support children. Children are the most vulnerable groups, and supporting children are not just any children, but children that are the most vulnerable. For example, children that are born with some disabilities. Here in Lviv, there is an orphanage for such children. There are 50 children that are born, and some of them will probably live not longer than 2 or 3 weeks or maybe a couple of months. And they come to give us a lesson of love, acceptance, a lesson of surviving the pain, and a lesson of
Live
willingness
this beautiful life.
and support. the lesson of philanthropy and charity. I've personally been to that orphanage, and the director is asking for several devices that will help to diagnose these children and make it easier for them to live, makes it easier for other children that are not in the orphanage but are having parents who are bringing them to the orphanage, and they can also test them
For some
for
procedures and stuff like that.
for a reasonable fee that will help them sustain the whole orphanage. But then they will have families, and there are more families that actually keep these children at home because they want their lesson of love and life to be taken personally. And there are more families like this. Only 50 children are abandoned, and we help. There is an orphanage for children with mental disabilities that are born like this, and some of them do not even know that they are humans. They are laying there on the beds, and they have 174 such children in Smila, in Cherkasy area. And we went together with Italian Lions Clubs to see what it is like. And we help them with raising money for diapers, raising money for food, or for basic needs, because they are well supported by charity organizations, by other governmental organizations. But
It's not enough just to persuade.
It's never enough.
Actually do things on a daily basis to help.
And the salaries for those nurses that are working with such children are like $200.
$200. That's what it is.
So, and still they are donating money to support them. So why should they buy diapers to these children? We can help.
Of course, of course.
Also, we have children that are in hospitals, children that are receiving special care, children that need brain surgeries, that God forbid got some injuries or brain cancer, and that's the craniotomy project that I was talking about before. And any project that involves children is welcome by Kid Lions Club. We consider it. We make friends with the organization that is asking us for help, and we see how we can help and what we can do more. Also, we are helping elderly. They are as vulnerable and as delicate as children. And some of them are orphans. And it hurts for me to say that an old person can be an orphan. But there are 19 people now living not too far from here in the Transcarpathian area. The organization has purchased the house. They are taking care of these people, and there is more potential, like they can take 12 more individuals, and they are looking for such individuals, but they also need diapers, they also need food,
They also need something good. Like the other day, I was watching a video in YouTube, and there was this older man who stayed in a home, and he was saying, "I want something really good for my birthday." And the person was asking, like, "What would you like?" And he said, "Well, some oranges would be so. I would really enjoy having some oranges." And it's like something that we do on a daily basis. We don't even think about this. We throw them away when they're not like good enough. And there are people who are actually willing to have them as a present.
and you can be part of it with Kyiv Lions Club, with your personal donation, as a part of charity or as part of philanthropy. And speaking more, they need washing machines, they need some organizational stuff.
Of course, like
Just
something for a daily basis life.
ask me. Right when you watch this video, find our contacts and tell me personally, like contact Natalie and say, I want to be part of your charity projects, and I will tell you the rest.
You can tell me during the interview, and I will forward like all the information to Natalie, and that's how
Very
it
quick.
works. Of course.
Yes.
Of course.
Yes, absolutely. That's a great idea, Irina.
Of course.
And we are helping the wounded. But the wounded are everywhere, because every single day in Kyiv, in Kharkiv, in Dnipro, in Zaporizhia, in Cherkasy,
Even
in
here
Sumy,
in Western Ukraine, there are so many ones.
there are alarms, and missiles are hitting our homes. And the first voted category are civilians that are suffering badly. Imagine you're sleeping and you can't wake up. That's how we live now.
Or you wake up under the constructions.
And we pray that if the rocket hits our house, let me die immediately, myself and all the family, so that I don't see how people suffer and I don't suffer myself, cutting off my limbs and whatsoever. Can you imagine that?
I think it's not possible to imagine for a person outside
No.
of this situation. It's not possible.
But we've been living with this for 3 years and we are sort of immune to that. That's not so good. We lose our cautiousness. But on the other hand, well, we do charity. So what we do is we support charity projects like this and we support hospitals. And the need is huge. And there are donations that we accept as Lions Club, as an official non-governmental organization, as official charity. We have a banking account. We are following all the governmental procedures of
Like I always tell, everything is legal, transparent, and according to the law.
and every dollar goes to charity. That's the rule. So, supporting hospitals, we are buying disposables like pads, like headlight for surgery, so the surgeon can see better what he is doing on a patient, even if there is no
If
light.
there is no light. How many stories we had when the lights went off because of bombing? The surgeons continue doing the operation without the lights, only with the headlights. Yes,
Yeah.
there are
And-
hundreds of stories like that.
Talk to Irina, ask me, and I will share the most urgent projects that we are following now. And you will be part of it anonymously or with posting your name. It's
It's up to you. Yes.
And also, one more thing, you can be like a true Ukrainian patriot. You can come here and do something. But it's only by your choice because there is an organization that I support. Lana is a personal friend of mine. The name of this organization is Ukrainian Patriot, and they are everywhere. And Lana is a Canadian citizen, and she has that NGO in Ukraine, and I'm great friends with her. Let me know that you want to travel and actually be there, be part of it. This isn't easy. This isn't cheap emotion, but you're gonna have a lifetime experience. And it's not about matchmaking. It's about your life lessons that you want to follow.
The perception of life itself. Yes.
Love, life, everything else that you want to experience and touch with your own hands.
I have never heard another person talking as passionately about charity as you do, Natalie. Honestly, I watch videos in YouTube like on a daily basis. I've never had anyone talking about these things, especially visibility.
My button or my trigger are children.
All right.
And everything related to children. I have 3 children, but I don't know why watching a child that suffers makes me cry, actually.
It hurts.
And triggers action. So, supporting children, supporting our charity projects with children, number one for me.
I understand.
And thank you
I
for
understand.
noticing this.
This is
I
true.
didn't know
This
that
is
it
true.
is so clear.
This is true.
So follow us in Cave Lions Club, become a member, ask us about the projects that we do. We'll send you videos, we'll send you information, we'll send you banking account. It's easy. Follow us and let's do it together.
Sure. We are always here for you.
Because charity is making this world a better place. And in Marriage by Natalie, we are for this.